Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Adam Bilsing, this is Dirty Bandana Music, and today I'm extremely excited because we are spending our very first video together talking about my brand new drum book, the 10/8 Drum Method. So, this thing is going to be pretty interesting and a little different than a lot of stuff that you've probably ever played before. The way I got into this is I was trying to sort out what a lot of folks are doing with their right hand in popular music today. There's sort of like a half straight, half swung kind of feel going on, and I was having a real hard time copping it, so I fell down this rabbit hole trying to figure out how I could get myself into this mindset. And what I came up with was this book of grooves that are all based around quintuplets. That's fives. So what we're going to be trying out today are the very basics of this book. The idea is we're going to replicate some of the grooves that are often found from producers who use sequencers. And if you're doing this on a computer, you would call this maybe 60% swung if we're playing stuff on the fourth note of the five notes, 80% swung if we're on the fifth note, 40% swung if we're on the third note, 20% swung if we want to call it that on the second note. I know that's a lot of math, but the basic idea is this. You got 5 beats, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we have 5 places to put the kick drum instead of 4 places in a conventional 16th note pattern, or 12 places if we're playing 12/8. So one easy way to think about this is an alternate version of a 12/8 groove. So lots of us are familiar with this idea. From, soul music, they used to call that a church groove. 12/8 is what we usually call that as drummers. So I'm switching this over to 10/8. So in the 12/8 groove, you got triplets on the top side. So essentially 3 beats per figure, 3 hits per beat. And this time, with the 10/8 groove, we're gonna put 5 hits per beat. It's gonna seem a little excessive at first, but the key is to get these quintuplets into your head. And as we work our way through this book, we're gonna start playing with linear grooves. We're gonna start removing notes from the hi-hat part to give it a really weird lopsided feel that has become very popular. And all of the exercises in this book are just to grant you freedom in this new sort of feel that everybody's been playing for the past, 20 years. It's sneaking up on us, and I don't think anybody's explained it quite like this before. So today, we're gonna start with the very, very basics. And the way I got into this is starting with a metronome set up in 5/4 time. So we've got our metronome going. It's 5/4 time at 220 beats per minute, which should be nice and slow and hopefully get us all introduced to this without much trouble. If you need to slow it down, slow it down. If you need to spend some time just practicing the feel of quintuplets, do that. Just play 5s on your snare drum, do it with the click that's on quarter notes, so you're responsible with squeezing the 5s in between each metronome placement, like each metronome click. Do whatever you gotta do to get 5s in your head. This is a little bit of a cheat because we put the click at 5/4 time. So what we're gonna play through today are exercises 1, 3, 6, 9, and 12 off of page 3 from my book. Again, the 10/8 Drum Method. You can pick one up on Amazon, the paperback copy, or you can get a PDF version just electronically downloaded from my website at dirtybandana.com. So today we're doing the very basics. I'm gonna go ahead and play you through each of these grooves, again, with the metronome going at 220 beats per minute. I'm gonna just alternate from one to the other in a way that hopefully you can practice along with it. And this is the very beginning of our pretty extensive journey into what I'm calling the 10/8 Drum Method. Here we go. So a couple keys to getting this correct. There's a few things you want to do to really get these grooves happening when you're first learning them. And the biggest key really is you want your kick drum and your snare drum to fall directly in line with the hi-hat. When I was first working on this stuff, I had a real tendency to sort of spring the kick drum early, and then my snare drum wanted to go like behind the hi-hat hits because my brain was still working in sort of a 12/8 thing. So one of the first challenges that I had was really working hard to line up everything right with the hi-hat hits and right with the metronome that we have going in 5/4 time. Eventually, way towards the end of the book, I'm gonna show you how to slide all this around and wiggle it off the time a little bit and make things happen a little differently. But to get started, we wanna stick right with the hi-hat. Really work hard to make your kick drums fall right in line and your snare drums fall right in line. And that's gonna be the key to internalizing some of this stuff the very first time through. I think that's it for today. This is the basics. We're gonna go into lots more about this book, and we're gonna do more stuff from this page even before we go too much further. So please leave comments down below if you have any questions. Tag me if you're trying this out and posting it anywhere. I'd love to see what you do with it. You can follow me over on Instagram @DirtyBandana. You can of course like and subscribe below so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. And you can get all the details for everything that I'm up to on my website at dirtybandana.com. That's it for now. We'll see y'all next time.